Many of us hate visiting the dentist or the doctor. It's hardly anybody's idea of fun. But can you imagine how people felt before modern medicine? Can you imagine going to a dentist who rubs mouse paste on your aching tooth? Or imagine them using a literal ice pick on your head? The list of remedies is just endless. Here are some crazy or bizarre medical practices from history that some may not even know about. In ancient times, some cultures used literal human feces and urine in their medicinal practices. The ancient Egyptians believed that when mixing animal and human feces, there were healing properties when applied to injuries, both external injuries and internal. Next on the list, we have cannibalistic cures. In medieval Europe, people believed that consuming human body parts could cure diseases. For instance, powdered mummy, ground up mummified human remains. This was used to treat conditions like epilepsy and internal bleeding. There was also a medical practice where they would just drill holes into people's heads. This was to treat head injuries, migraines, and rumor has it would even release evil spirits. We all know frogs. Some cultures believe that you can take a live frog leg, rub it on a wart or like your eye, like an injury on your eye, and it'll heal it. And listen, I am not bashing. This is still more culture than I've ever had, so obviously this did more harm than it did good, and it kind of just replaced one disease with another. In England, a common remedy for warts was to take a mouse, cut it in half, and just apply it to the wart. Similarly, the ancient Egyptians believed in using crushed mice to heal an earache or a toothache. They would mix mashed mice with other ingredients and just apply it to the afflicted area. And listen, I'm not judging, but in more severe cases, they would use the entire dead mouse to treat the infection. Next, we have radium water. They would mix radium with water, and they believed it had many health benefits. But then this would happen. So yeah, not good. Radium was in everything. Clocks, watches, dials. It was even in cosmetics, toothpaste, and some medical treatments. They even used mercury. Apparently they believed that it could cure syphilis. Also not good. I think many of us know about the ice pick lobotomies. They would take an ice pick, stick it through the eye socket to sever connections to the brain. Pretty extreme procedure. It was used as a treatment for various mental illnesses, but it did more harm than good. It would cause irreversible damage to the person's personality and their cognitive functions. And we have vampire treatments. Many believe that if you drink the blood of a young person, you would stay youthful. And they just believe that it would overall put you in good health. Low-key kind of sounds like some Hollywood shit. Let's talk about the notorious toothworm. Some cultures believed that worms would inhabit the teeth. So if you had a toothache, they believed there were worms in your teeth. This myth resulted in the creation of multiple treatments. And some are pretty bizarre. This remedy is not that bad. They would use chili peppers and honey to try to draw out this imaginary worm. Some didn't try to draw out the worm. Instead, they tried to divert its attention by using its cousin, the caterpillar. They believed that this would alleviate the pain. Somebody go try it and tell me. And then there was some who would catch a frog under a full moon, open its mouth, and then spit in it while reciting,
"Frog, go and take my toothache with thee."
I mean, come on, y'all. Spider juice was also a toothache medicine. It consisted of spiders, eggshells, and oil. They would just boil it up and apply it to the tooth. Let's not forget them hunting down a rabbit, opening its head, and rubbing brain juice on a baby's gums. The ancient Babylonians believed that teeth grinding was due to a ghost trying to contact the sleeper. To cure that, they believed that you needed to sleep next to a human skull, kiss and lick it 7 times. And they had to do this each night. Oddly enough, the Romans used urine mouthwash, and it worked. You would not catch me dead using piss as mouthwash. Last but certainly not least, we have maggot therapy. Even today, maggots are still used in medicine. Apparently, they're really good for cleaning wounds without harming tissue, which is so wild to me. So yeah, I'm gonna go projectile vomit. Bye.